So hello again, learning Python programming part 6. Today we discuss about the list, tuples and dictionary data types. And the last we discuss about the string data types. So the list is a collection of items of different types, integer, string, float. That means they have the combination of different type of items. Say for example, this is a list. They have the integer, they have the character, they have the float value, and a list also called to the list. And the another point important is the list are ordered and mutable. Mutable means you can add, you can remove the item in the list. Tuples says no feature about addition or remove the items in that. The third one is that list represent using this one type of the braces. If you find out this braces indicates that this is the list, and whatever the items or elements inside the list you can separate by the commas. So comma separate the elements in the list. So let me see and check that what is the outcome of this one program. So we can check it here and we paste it here. So yes, as we assume that yes, that is true. This create the list I, and they have the 5 element. Starting element indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then this is some other type of the list which has the characters. This is a mix that integer, character, float value. It's work perfectly. Now we go to the little bit advanced. So how to modify the list, that how to update the list, add the element and delete the element. So this is a program where we have the this functionality. So let we can see one by one. So we copy it here and see. So let we can see that the program. So first define a list, list1, and assign it the values A, B and C, and then we print the value. The code then replace the second element in the list, second element, why this is the index 1, that means the second element in the list with the D and using this one, and then we print the list again. Now our objective is to add an element, so append indicates the add at the end of the list, and we use the operation list dot append, and element is E. So when you append the element E at the end of the list, the outcome is like this one, and again we print the list. And then after we go to this one, so here we add the value F to a third index. So here we define the index number, that at third number index we need to enter the value F. So once you print the list, you can find out this one. So this is the third index, index 0, index 1, index 2 and the index 3. Now that we want to remove one element, so we write the value of that element C and remove the element and print the list. So we can see that now C is not there. Finally, that is the pop operation. They remove the element, but here we need to write the index of the element, that we want to remove the index 1 element. So index 0, index 1. So index 1 element D, we remove the index 1 element, then A, F and E comes into the picture. So this is all about the list, some updations, how we can update, how we can remove, how we can edit. Now list has various inbuilt function. Here we will see some selected functions about in the list. So once again we copy this program, paste it here, and then we run and see the output. So now we come to the point. So first line, that here we define the list 1 and assign the value 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and print the list. Now the second we print the length of the list using len command, and it returns the how many number of elements in the list. So we can check that yes, this is the 5 they will return. Now we go to the function min function. So min and max return the smallest and largest element in the list. So list is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minimum element is 1, value 1, and maximum value is the 5. So that's why 5 they print here in this value. And it also point the sum of all the elements in the list. So we use the sum function here. So you can check that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 5 is the 15. So they automatically do the sum of the list. Now the code created another new list, list 1. This is unordered list, that randomly we put some element here and assign that value and print the list. So this is the default list. So this is the list that now we want to sorted copy of the list using the sorted list 1. So here we make a copy that is the sorted element. So if you print this element, then you find out that all the elements are already sorted order in that case. So this is the sorting of the element. Now print the list one. This is the list one, index 3, as we already seen that find the index of a specific item in the list. So if I want to find the index of the specific element, this is the index 3, whether 3 is present or not. Yes, 3 is present, and if that is present, what is the index? So item number, index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So the item is present on the index number 4. It written like this one. And now once again we define a new list, list 1, which has this one element. And here that means print the count, that means how many times a specific element occurred. So for that one we use the count function, and they place that okay 5 comes 2 times, so answer comes the 2, because that is the 2 times this one comes into the picture. Now we want to reverse the list, whatever the list is given. So here we use the reverse inbuilt function. So what they will do, they just reverse the list that 2 4 5 1 5 is printed as 5 1 5 4 2, just reverse of that this one. Finally list 1 and this one indicates that yes, create a new list, that reverse version of the original list. So whatever the list 1 is there, they just revise that one, that what elements are there, they print it and so this is all about some inbuilt function of the list that we have discussed so far. Now we comes to the tuples. So tuples is immutable. That means you cannot change, you cannot able to add or remove the elements from the list. And a tuple is useful when you have the you want to store a fixed set of elements, you know, that will not change. That every time if you want to change the element, then definitely tuple is nothing to be useful. But if you are not interested to change, then definitely. And tuples can be used as a key in the dictionary. So if you create a dictionary, there are key 1, value 1. So in that case, the tuple is the good possibility in that case, and it is not possible in the list type data structure. So this is an example of the tuple, create a tuple, and this one. So here an interesting thing is this one. So at the tuple you use the braces, and as we already seen that the previous one, when you create the list you need to use this type of braces at this point. So this is an example of the tuple that we run it and check that what it means. So we copy and again paste it here and run this program and check that yes, what they will do. So first we define a tuple called the tuple1, and these are the elements 1 2 3 4 5. And yes, it is not possible to add or remove element from this one because it is immutable. You are not able to change the element. Now we want to access some element, so here we use the print tuple1. So this is the definition and 0th index. So this is the print 0, which return the value of the element at the index position 0. Now we can slice, that means you can cut some portion of the tuple with the help of this uh, type of the operation. So that means in that case we can create a new tuples called the tuple2 and assign it the subtuple of the tuple1. And here we use the indexing 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 0 1. So 1 2 3 indexing is there. So that gives the two elements in that case, and here in that way. Now we also see that the tuple support the plus operation. That means you can concatenate two tuple1 and tuple2 and form the tuple3. So that means tuple1 is already original, and here we have the 2 and 3. We concatenate these two and find out 1 2 3 4 5 the original, and 2 3 at the end of this one, and finally we have this one. So we can print. So here an interesting thing is that why we want to cover this example, that yes, this is immutable. You are not able to add or remove an element directly, but if I want to add some element, we can create that element as a tuple and do the concatenate operation at the end of that one, so that finally you got your objective that okay, you can add or you can remove. But yes, practically that means we design the tuple for a specific purpose where the elements are the fixed. Now we take another example of the tuples where we see some more inbuilt functions and operations. So here, similar as the previous one, we define a tuple called the tuple 1. This is called a tuple 1 and assign the values. So these values are assigned in that one. Now, then we print the number of occurrence of a specific item, item 3. That's similar as that the list 1. So we want to count how much number of item 3 repeated in the given tuple. So number 1 time, then 2 times, then 3 times. So we can see that the 3 comes 3 times. Okay. So this is the answer that and how much time 3 comes in the given tuple 3 times. And we also try to find out the indexing of a given item. So here for first occurrence of a specific item, so not a repeated. That means so if 3 comes in 3 times, but when we search the 3 comes at which position? Position number 0. We are not worried about the next position. So they gives the 0th index at this time. Now our objective is that means number of items in the list in the tuple. Sorry, in the tuple, how many number of items in the tuple use the list function. So here they automatically count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 elements are there. So they print the 9. And similar as the list here, if you want to find out the smallest and largest value, you use the max and min. So here max gives the maximum value in that. So we can check that 7 is the maximum and 2 is the minimum. So max value is the 7, min value is the 2. Now they also support that sorting element, whatever the elements are inside the tuple. So we can say then we print the sorted version of the tuples using the sort. So here these are the elements, and when we run this sorted, then we can find out a sorted element. Now assume that there is one list is there. This is the list because we use this type of braces, and this is the tuple. So if you print that list, you can print and I, and what is the type of the list. So here when we do like this one, then you can say yeah, this is the list items and this is the list type. If you have the tuple I equals to tuple I, so this one is the tuple I, and then we can print. So they say yeah, now it is tuple. So it indicates that yes, you can convert the list to the tables. Now this is the immutable. You are not able to change, add or remove the item. So once your list is the final, that you have done all the operation, whatever operations are there, now you want fixed or lock the items, then you can use the convert. So now this is converted from list to the tuples via this one, and now it is immutable item. So this is all about the operations in the tuple. So now let we discuss about the dictionary data type. So it is a collection of the key values and the key value pairs, and these key are the unique, so that we can extract the values corresponding to that one key, and they use the hash table, and this is for first lookup and insert the items, and how differentiate this dictionary with the tuples and the list that use this type of braces. So now we come to the example of the dictionary. So this example covers inbuilt functions. So we copy and we paste it here and run it. Okay. So here we can see that yes. So here we can see that the line number 1, they create a dictionary called dictionary 1 and the key values. So these are the value 1, 2, and 3. Then we print the value of the key A using dictionary. So we try to print this one value with the help of this. So we called that key A, and what is the value. So we can see that yes, they print the value this one, and now we come to that we add a new here dictionary 1, this one. So here we add a new key value pair D comma 4. So D is the key and their value is the 4, and using this type of operation, and then we print that okay, what is the updated dictionary. So here we can see that earlier it was ABC, now they also have the D, which is the 4th position. So position 3 up to 3 is this one. Now we add the new value at the position 4. Then we modify the key value pair for b to b4. So here b equals to 2. Now we modify this b equals to 4. So we can see that in this example earlier it was 2, now it is the value 4, and we printed that value. And it is and I then remove the value pair for b. So key for key b. So then we remove the element which is the key value b. So here we have the b. Once you remove it, and then your element is that that after removing that you remove it and you can print. So we can print here and print after the remove this one element. Dictionary and check it here. So after this remove, you can see that yes, b is not there, b is not available. So this is the way that how we can remove the value. Now then we can do that print value of the dictionary key using the dictionary one item. So here we can check that yes, the value of the dictionary key values pair. So if you write like this one, you can check that yes, these are the pairwise item. This is the key item, key value, item value, right? Not like this one. So that means they're easy to understand, easy to see that. And if you want to view the dictionaries key only, that you are not interested to values, then you can write the key. So the key display only the key values. Similar is the value display only the values of the items, whatever the value of the item. And now then returns the value of the a key a using the dictionary. So get a. So whatever the value is there, you can find out with the help of this one. So say for example here value a is the 1, so they gives the return 1. So this is the that is the two way. That means here we also access the value, here we also return the value of the key element. So we can do that thing. Now the similar is the that means earlier that we can also use the pop operation. So pop operation, that means we can find out a single value, that okay, what is the value of the C. So if we can see that the C corresponds to 3 value, so when you pop the item, that means you can check that what is the value is the 3. You can easily see that. Now create another. This is the new dictionary. I create it M and N. So now the current dictionary is this one. So we add one more dictionary so that we can check some merge operation and other. So when you use the update dictionary, so when you call it the update, then they merge two dictionary 1 and dictionary 2. And if you want to clear, then everything is clear. So here dictionary 1 update, we can print that one. If I want to print, then definitely I need to print this one. So they update the dictionary 1 merging with the dictionary 2. Once you call it, then now the dictionary 1, this is their original items, and this is the after merging C is already popped. So item C is not there, that's why C is not comes into the picture. Now this is the item. When you call it the clean, then everything is clean, nothing is there, and complete remove all the items. So we need to be very careful about this item. After this item, there is nothing is there inside the list. And this is the dictionary. Dictionary is very interesting, and this is very few of the inbuilt function. Dictionary has others operation also there. So this is all about the list, tuples, and dictionary data types. In the next part, we will see about the functions in the Python.